Peace family, if you're joining us on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be updated on new drops and content. So we want to wish everybody happy holidays, and we're going to be back in the new year with some new content. Bear with us on delays. We've been experiencing issues with YouTube, who have been, doing their part, making it kind of difficult for the channel. But we're going to continue to press forward and change things up to fit in necessarily with policies and guidelines. So in news that's been reported, O.J. Simpson is finally completely a free man as parole ends for him in Nevada. So the former football player and actor was acquitted of a murder years ago, which I think is still spoken about today, albeit he was found not guilty. He went on then to be subsequently arrested for a string of other crimes and stuff, and I believe it's always one of those circumstances, situations that always pops up. It's always topical. I think anytime anybody sees or thinks of OJ, there's always going to be a remember of what was the biggest trial at the time. And people have so much mixed views, I should say, on how they feel the case went and what they think of OJ. So what we want to do is we want to check out this article that was posted on the Grio, and it was shared. We're going to see if we can pull the audio up from it. And this is about OJ and the black community and just the community in general. So don't forget, like, subscribe, don't forget to share, and we're going to check this out. Peace.
In the 1975 disco hit titled Free Man, a guy makes a pass at a sister who wants to make sure he's not married. She's apparently had experience as the other woman and wants to avoid a repeat scenario. O.J. Simpson wasn't singing Tuesday as he parted with the Nevada penal system, discharged 2 months early from parole 13 years after his conviction for armed robbery and kidnapping, a verdict delivered 13 years after his infamous acquittal. Simpson is free, more than a quarter century after making Nicole Brown and Ronald Goldman household names. But I wonder how much of Black America is interested in hooking up with him on a cultural level. Even if Simpson steps up disavowals of the racists he openly embraced, even if it's finally clear that, he's black too, can there be a warm homecoming within the greater community? The relationship was complicated in 1995, when both a gulf and a bridge emerged during the trial of the century. Determining Simpson's place on the current landscape, where the ends fall apart and the middle vanishes, is especially challenging. Let's say Simpson flips sides like the Lincoln Project founders and starts to routinely call BS on old friend Donald Trump and other GOP scoundrels. That would put Simpson on the correct side of history, where truth matters and facts exist. It would set him apart from the likes of Herschel Walker, Ben Carson, and Candace Owens, celebrities whose melanin is only skin deep and definitely for hire. There's a clear threat to democracy today as Republican-led state legislatures weaponize policies to thwart elections, deny science, suppress education, and enact a host of other harmful measures. The more people willing to fight back, the better for all, particularly when such messages come from platforms with nearly 900,000 followers. Simpson will find loads of people who look like him in that echo chamber, decrying blatant attempts to turn back the calendar 75 years. He seems to be making the proper choice. In May, he supported Liz Cheney as she was being stripped of her House leadership position for telling the truth about Trump's role in the Capitol Hill riot. He also correctly asserted that GOP lawmakers are gaslighting Americans regarding what happened on Jan. 6. The nation's Fox Newsers are infuriated by such stances, which could help make Simpson more endearing. It's the same dynamic that had many black folks cheering in 1995, when he got off for murders he seemingly committed. The concept is easy to grasp. We've taken countless LS as a people in the criminal justice system, including more than we can recall since Johnny Cochran led the OJ defense to victory. Centuries of innocent blacks found guilty and guilty whites found innocent, if they ever faced trial, were at the forefront of our emotional response to the verdict. Though they're warped in the way they count wins and losses, a plurality of Trump supporters can relate. Barack Obama noted as much, reportedly saying Trump is for a lot of white people what OJ's acquittal was to a lot of black folks. You know it's wrong, but it feels good. Simpson didn't trigger that feeling any more than when his trial made the LAPD a bastion of racism. But he symbolized the unthinkable, perhaps the unprecedented, that time we got away murder. If he can rekindle that emotional solidarity and pair it with political solidarity, perhaps he'll be welcomed back to the fold. Perhaps we'll excuse his forsaking us until it was convenient, his dumping a Marguerite for a Nicole, his buying the false narrative that Colin Kaepernick attacked the US flag. Then again, Simpson has nowhere else to turn, and we realize that too. Even if he goes full MAGA with Trump and co., even if he co-signs all of their half-truths and whole lies, even if he pledges fidelity and becomes an incarnation of diamond and silk, none of that would likely help. Too many of his would-be partymates believe he committed the black man's unforgivable sin. Marrying a white woman is one thing, fine. But if that black man ever murdered her, that is a bridge too far. So, if Simpson is ready to holler as a newly free man, maybe Black America will holler back. At the very least, he can get a smile and a wink while we keep it moving. Written by Darren Snyder for thegrio.com.
And there you have it. Do let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you're joining us on YouTube, like, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell to be updated on new drops and content. And you can join us over at aboutthatonline.com for more content. And obviously, check out DOA TBM podcast on all digital platforms, Anchor FM, iHeartRadio, and more. Peace. Peace, family. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and check us out on aboutthatonline.com. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for exclusive playlists and social media for all different types of segments and content.